I'm up here on the hilltop today where our poly tank sits, where our future water tower is going to be. What we're going to do is set up a temporary cleaning station to process some animals up here. We got chickens that need dispatching and processing to be put in canning jars. We got rabbits that need dispatching and processing to be put in the freezer. And we got turkeys that need dispatching, and we're going to cut them up and put them on a barbecue pit and cook them over some wood coals, a little oak and hickory and a little bit of cherry. We're going to put them some barbecue sauce on, my personal concoction called Big Papa sauce. And that's the way we like to have Thanksgiving and Christmas. So that's what we're doing today. We're getting something off our feed bill, a bunch all at once. So I'm gonna turn you around, put you on the tripod, and let you see what I'm doing.
So I'm taking this old farmhouse sink that I found on the property, and I'm just driving down 4 T-posts, fence posts, temporarily just to hold the 4 corners of this. And I'll come back later and drill some holes in the 4 corners and tie some tie wire around them. Don't worry, for all you guys that love farmhouse sinks, this one's not worth anything. There are plans way in the future at Lottie Path Ranch to build a processing shed so we'll have somewhere to process our animals and our garden vegetables and all, but that's way down the road after we have the camp and a house and all that kind of stuff built. What I'm doing here is building a simple fire barrel to make the coals for the pit. What I do is I start with a food grade barrel, usually like this one was an ice cream barrel, and I cut a series of holes where you put 2 layers of bars intersecting at perpendicular angles from one another. I prefer number 7 rebar, but I only had 3 pieces that I could find, so I used those on the bottom, and then I used heavy gauge gas pipe and a piece of fence rail for the top 3. I like to use food grade barrels because usually they're thicker steel than an oil drum. Either way, you have to burn the barrels out to get the paint and any kind of liner coating that they have on the inside out to cure them before you can use your coals out of it. This old wood smoke barbecue pit is set up for many years. I built it originally to cook whole hogs on, and it was good to see it back in use. It was nice to carry on a family tradition and be good stewards of what the Lord gave us by using logs instead of burning money in electricity or gas to cook the meat.
All right, me and Pops are out here cooking some birds. We got 4 birds. I think one weighed 39 and a half pounds by herself. That was Grandma, the matriarch of the Lottie Path Ranch. The other 3 were like 30 and 25. It's like 100 and some pounds on their feet. What we do to process, we don't have us a shed built yet, so in the meantime, this is a temporary setup. Cut these extensions from my table because I like to be just above my waist. It does my back good because I have neck problems. 2 must. The cleaner of your choice, simple green heavy duty in my case. Clean everything. Bleach water, heavy bleach water, 50-50 or above. And I sanitize everything, including this old farm sink that I found. I just drove 4 T-posts in the ground and tie wired it to it in the meantime, so it'd have an extra space and have sink basins. This will work good with my rabbits. We had one bird that wouldn't even fit in one of these sinks, but works good. And between each bird, as I'm cleaning them, because we don't pluck them. We don't have a plucker, so we just skin. So we've never cooked our turkeys like this. We've always bought store-bought turkeys, and we cooked them inside of a smoker or the oven, and then hashed them and put the barbecue sauce on them. Well, I wanted to use my pit. I had the wood cut because we're clearing land, and these logs were laying there just gonna go to waste. So it was free. We had the pit here. My boys have never seen a fire barrel going so we made the fire barrel. Got a fire going there, they're dropping coals, and we're feeding it to it. The goal is to keep them around
325.
but you're going to go up a little and drop a little with a pit. It's no set it and leave it deal. But some other tools. These right here, these Fisker trimmer loppers right here. Never been used on nothing but birds. Like with these these big turkeys, cut them right above the knee. Get rid of that leg that you don't want. And rather cutting joints and bothering, there's not enough much meat right above the knee. I come up about an inch and whop them off. These never cut nothing but meat. I used them with my rabbit feet. They wasn't big enough. They work with chickens, but they don't work with big old turkeys. And the MVP of the day is this Milwaukee knife that I bought to cut insulation with. It's an insulation knife, pipe insulation knife. So far, the best knife I have. The Dexter may be close, but it surprised me. So it's not gonna never cut any insulation. Matter of fact, I want to go get me another one. And then my wife don't like the heights on these, but she manages. But this is our pit. I'm trying to get the temp up in it right now. It's down where we just opened the fire. But you're having to heat the ground up. You're having to heat the cold meat, the cold pans, and everything. I'll give you a little peep in there. Pans laid in there. Got her going. And again, the fire, the shovel trips this gate latch right here. My concern is the meat's gonna dry out this way without being in the skin. But we're gonna find out. We're gonna I have to open it halfway through or something and baste it with some apple juice or something. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out and we're gonna show you what it turns out. It's just a good old day out here in the country doing country things. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll check back in later. Shovel cold. Come on here, you take your shovel, trip your latch, shake them out across the end. On a hog, it'd be your hams and your shoulders you're firing. Close it back and never touch the door. Another good heaping shovel. She's fired. Thank you guys for watching another day's video here at Lighted Path Ranch.
Please like, subscribe, and follow us on social media.
As always, God gets the glory for the good in our lives, and Jesus Christ is the Lord and Savior. God bless.